What is up, everybody? Bill with Honest Open Permaculture Hop Farm, and I'm back with an update on the chicken compost system, the best compost system you can find on YouTube. It's kind of almost a bittersweet ending here because we're pretty much done using these. And this one, I brought an extra tarp down with me to go ahead and tarp everything, move it one more time, and then leave it alone. If you remember our time frame on this, we wanted to use this or have this ready to go in the gardens mid to end of April, maybe a little bit at the beginning of April. So that means we need to stop turning this, let the chickens pooping on it, all that good stuff, a good month and a half before we put it out in the field, just to let it mellow out a little bit. Let the worms get into it, really start adding some of the worm compost, the worm castings into the pile. One thing that's really helps me on the time frame, how do I know when do I want this ready to put out in the field, is, let me show you. It's an absolutely amazing gardening tool that everybody needs to get. If you don't have one, you need to get one. And just to make it even more special, look at that right there in the corner. Hop Farm, baby. That's right, we are co-branding with Clyde's Garden Planner. This is a garden planner. This tells you from first and last frost dates, it's got a slide chart, when to plant your seeds inside, when to take your seeds that you planted inside, put them outside, when to start seeds outside in your garden, companion plants for your different seeds. It's got planting depth. What temperature should your soil be? How far you should plant things apart from each other. It's got approximate yields on everything. It's got when you should harvest everything, so when you plant it, you'll know when to come back and harvest it. Man, this thing is packed full of information. So I know by my last frost date, and also if you don't know your last frost date, can't find it online, don't have a way to get online, which is weird because you're watching this right now. He also gives a sheet full for, I'm talking, thanks. A sheet for the United States and for Canada. It gives you the first and last frost date. So you find your state, you find what city you're close to, and your first and last frost date is going to be very similar to what's on this package. Now, word of advice, first and last frost dates, no matter who you get them from, are never completely exact. You need to know your area. The best way to do it is take a journal for yourself. And you'll know, since last year here in North Carolina, in my area, our last frost date's supposed to be somewhere in the middle of April, end of April. We got frost in the middle of May. So I know that. Now I'm gonna be a little bit more leery when I put my plants out in the field, for what plants I put out in the field, and do I have something to protect those plants in case I get a late frost? And the answer all to that is yes. I've got row covers, all that kind of stuff to protect my plants now, in case we get a late frost, because I learned the hard way. But yes, guys, Hop Farm, we are partnering with Clyde. How awesome is that? I will leave all the information you need to get your own Hop Farm Clyde's Garden Planner down in the description. The promo code, yes, very important. You need to know the promo code. Hop Farm, H-O-P-F-A-R-M is the promo code. Pretty simple, right? How cool is that, y'all? I couldn't be more excited about the partnership that Clyde and I are starting. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and yes, I wanna be transparent, I do get a portion of the sales, so not only will you be helping yourself, helping Clyde, but you will also be helping me. So thank you very much, I appreciate it. Now what you guys came for, let's throw this compost. We're gonna move this pile down the wall, and then we're gonna open this pile up that's in front of you guys and move it outside of the compost area. Once we get this moved, we'll cover it because we don't want things like this in it anymore. Ugh. Chicken poo, you can't see it, but there's chicken poo right there. You know what, guys, when I broke this open, I don't like the way this is smelling right now. It's really anaerobic because of how wet it got in this pile. So we're not gonna throw this very far down the wall because we're gonna come back and turn this again. This needs to dry out, and it's gonna dry out the best if we cover it and keep turning it. Every time we turn it, it's gonna release a lot of moisture and dry it out more. If we cover it, it won't get rained on because we get a lot of rain here. This pile, I'm pretty sure, is going to be good to go. We'll see when we break into it. So I think so far, the plan is for the future is to keep my piles covered. The day I want to turn it, when I come let the chickens out, I can uncover the piles then. Let the chickens kick it apart, I'll put it back together. But I don't want them to have complete free reign on the pile, simply because Mother Nature doesn't cooperate as easily as my chickens do, I guess. She does what she wants. My chickens, I at least have a little control over it. Now we need to put the tarp over it. Big thank you to Jean for coming over last week and blessing me with a whole bunch of cool stuff. Tarps and thermometers and gloves and gift cards. Dude, it was too much. I really appreciate it, brother. I really do. Thank you. I get choked up sometimes when people, out of the kindness of their heart, just decide to do some stuff for other people. Thanks, brother. We're gonna take one of these tarps, cover the compost pile with it so the chickens don't get to it. Like a glove. All right, so now let's move the tarped pile. We're actually gonna move it right on top of that pile that's been finished for a year, year and a half. It's okay. I'm gonna use it all in probably one fell swoop. So we'll stack this on top of that and recover it. That way we're not using up too much room in here. And in about 2 weeks, we'll be pulling out the material that's in the coop to restart the process over. Let's cover this thing before the girls tear it up. Watch out, girls. The compost under these tarps look great. It's gonna be fantastic in about a month to put out in the gardens. Let's do a quick check inside the coop to see if we need to add any leaves, which I'm pretty sure we don't since I added some the other week. Thank you to Mr. Gene again, because he's the one that brought me all these leaves. What's up, girl? Did you just lay you an egg? What y'all talking about? You just waiting in the hole over there? Looks good on leaves. Those look good in shavings. Those look good for shave. Oh, y'all need shavings over here, huh? Y'all just keep knocking all these out or something? All right. Well, I'm not gonna make you guys put shavings in there with me. And the next time you'll be seeing this compost is when we're putting it in the garden beds. Ooh, it's gonna be so exciting. Remember, don't forget about our Hop Farm Clyde garden planters. In the description down below, it'll give you the website to go to, and the promo code, remember, is HOPFARM, HOPFARM. Go ahead and get that in line now so you're not scrambling later. And if you haven't already, smash that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll check you on the next one.